If you're just starting German, one of the very first things you'll need is how to greet people and say goodbye. In German, there are different words depending on the region, the situation, and even whether you're on the phone with someone or in person. So in this video, I'll show you the most common ways to say hello and goodbye in German, and we'll cover how to pronounce them correctly, when to use them, and I'll give you some easy practice so you can sound natural right away so people won't instantly switch to English the moment you try a German word. If we haven't met yet, hallo und herzlich willkommen. I'm Salome, a native German teacher from Frankfurt, and I have specialized in helping beginners specifically go from zero knowledge to confident and conversational in German here on this channel, but also in my online program, the German Fluency Academy, focusing on the practical language you'll actually use in daily life. So if that's your goal too, the best way to get started is with my free beginner workshop. You'll find the link to join in the description box below. Alright, let's look at the greetings and farewells in German. The most universal greetings are Hallo, Hallo. This works everywhere. Think of it as the German equivalent of hello. It's friendly and can be used for any situation. Quick note here on the symbols in the brackets. These are written in the International Phonetic Alphabet, short IPA. It's basically a universal system to show sounds precisely, and each symbol represents one exact sound. So for example, the A is always the open A sound, like in father, no matter the language. So in hallo, you want to pronounce it with an A sound. Repeat after me. Hallo, hallo. Next one. Guten Tag, guten Tag. This literally means good day. It's a bit more formal and it's often used in shops or with people you don't know well. Guten Tag. A few things to note here for the word Tag. We have a long stretched A sound, so it's not tag or take, it's Tag, A, Tag. And then also the G at the end of words in general, so this is a general rule for German phonetics, will be pronounced as a K sound. Tag, Tag. Yeah, so I don't say Tag, but Tag, guten Tag. Beyond the basics, different regions in the German-speaking world have their own favorite greetings. Learning a few of these will not only help you fit in, but also earn some extra smiles from locals. For example, in southern Germany and also in Austria, people say Servus, Servus, with a soft S sound, which means it's a buzzing sound, more like the English Z actually. Z, Z. Servus, Servus. In Switzerland, you'll hear Grüezi quite a lot. Grüezi. And this one you'll hear very often in Bavaria and Austria. Grüß Gott, Grüß Gott, which literally means greet God. Despite sounding very formal, it's actually a very common everyday greeting. Grüß Gott, Grüß Gott. You might have noticed this funny looking B in the word grüß. This is a letter that we call sharp S, also scharfes S or SZ, and it's pronounced like a harsh S sound, like in the word snow. I have an entire video tutorial on how to pronounce this properly here, and I'll link that below for you to check out next. All right, let's practice together and repeat after me. Hallo, hallo. Guten Tag, guten Tag. Servus, Servus. Grüezi, Grüezi. Grüß Gott, Grüß Gott. Alright, now let's look at how to say goodbye. The most common and friendly way to say bye is tschüss. It works everywhere, it's casual and warm. So let's say it together. Tschüss. Tschüss. You'll note that this TSCH sound might look a little bit complicated in the beginning if you're not quite sure how to pronounce this, but this combo is actually pronounced like a ch sound, just like in the word for chips. Chips. Tschüss. Tschüss. And then we also have the U umlaut here, so the U with the 2 dots on top of them. This is pronounced Ü, Ü. I dive a little bit deeper into all of the German umlauts and how to pronounce them properly, along with some other basic pronunciation tips that you should definitely know if you're just starting to learn German in my free workshop for beginners. I'll have the link to register for free in the description box below, and I would love to see you there. Another very popular one, borrowed from the Italian language, is ciao. Repeat after me. Ciao. And this next one is a little bit more formal, but we use this all the time as well. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen, which literally means until we see each other again. So let's break this down in terms of pronunciation. We have the AU, which is a so-called diphthong, which basically just means that 2 vowels form one sound. So whenever you see an AU combination, it's always pronounced as au, au. So in this case, auf, auf. And then we got wie, da, sehen, sehen, Wiedersehen. 2 things to note here. With the R here, you might have heard that you didn't hear it at all because this is actually a silent R. Whenever you see an R at the end of a syllable, it's most likely not pronounced. Yeah, so it's a so-called silent R. Specifically, the ER at the end of German words become an A sound. Ah, so there is no harsh German R here. The next thing that I want to point out is the word sehen. You see that there are 2 E's separated by an H. This H actually just makes the previous vowel longer. So it becomes an E, E. And very often in colloquial German, when we speak quickly, we actually swallow or skip certain letters. So in this case, you don't say sehen, sehen, it just becomes sehen, sehen, Wiedersehen. Let's say this one more time together. Auf Wiedersehen, auf Wiedersehen. And we also have a phrase that is specifically used on the phone. Yes, German is precise like that. So when you're on the phone with someone and you want to say goodbye, we say Auf Wiederhören. Auf Wiederhören. It means until we hear each other again. Practice with me. Auf Wiederhören. Auf Wiederhören. You'll notice that at the end, I also don't actually pronounce every single syllable, so it's not hören, hören. It sounds very unnatural actually saying it like that. So we put these sounds or these letters together here as well. So it becomes Wiederhören, Wiederhören, Auf Wiederhören. All right, let's practice these again one more time. Tschüss, tschüss, ciao, ciao, auf Wiedersehen, auf Wiedersehen, auf Wiederhören, auf Wiederhören. German pronunciation can feel tricky at first, but it's much easier when you break it down into sounds and repeat out loud. So my tip for you watching at home, don't just read these words silently. Pause the video if you need to and actually say them out loud. That's how your mouth and brain gets used to the sounds. And if you'd like more step-by-step help with German pronunciation, I highly recommend joining my free beginner workshop. You'll find the link in the description box below. All right, last but not least, let's recap what we've learned in today's quick and practical lesson. Repeat after me. Hallo, guten Tag, Servus, Grüezi, Grüß Gott, Tschüss, Ciao, Auf Wiedersehen, Auf Wiederhören. With these greetings and goodbyes, you can now confidently start and end conversations in German, whether you're in Germany, Austria, or Switzerland. And if you want more quick and practical lessons, check out this video next where I walk you through all the survival phrases you'll need to navigate day-to-day life here in the German-speaking countries. Das ist alles für heute. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss!